This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one and only ape father in the house with the special guest, Lost Fan. Wow! So the purpose of this video is that Lost Fan has done a lot of DD, okay, regarding maybe you know it or maybe you don't know it, but your shares are being borrowed every single day. And he has some great information on how we could stop this, which will in turn help the MOASS. But let me first introduce you. Here is Lost Fan. Say hello.
Oh, hey, everybody. What's going on? This is Lost Fan, a true ape, standing alongside all the ape brothers and sisters out there, getting buckled up and ready for this chariot ride to Pluto with y'all. I'm glad to be aboard, and thank you to Apefather for bringing me on today. I'm thrilled to be here.
Awesome. So me and Lost Fan, we had a long conversation before this video, and he educated the Apefather on a lot of things that I didn't even know. Okay, so basically what's happening is this. When you buy shares, okay, on a brokerage house, AMC doesn't even know that we exist. They have no idea we exist. And what's basically happening is it's kind of like it's Fidelity shares. You know, it's not really our shares. He's going to explain to you how that works and basically what we could do about it. Okay, continue, Lost Fan.
Okay, so when you buy through a brokerage house, what happens as far as AMC is concerned, AMC doesn't know that the Apefather and Lost Fan and all of us apes, AMC doesn't know that we are part owners of their company. All they know is that Fidelity or Webull or Robinhood is controlling some of their shares for them. In order for AMC to know you exist, you would have to directly register your shares. Now, that's a whole thing, and we can do a video on that another time about how to directly register your shares with the company. If you guys want more information about that, you can maybe leave a comment or something if you want to know how direct share registration works. But more important than that is to make sure that your broker, whoever you're using, Webull, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, whatever, make sure they know they may not loan out your shares. Now, I made a little presentation, a video presentation, and we'll put a link in the description here with the link to that presentation. I made a little video presentation explaining how this process works, why it's a problem, right? Because as long as I took a look at my Webull account. This is back in June. I switched to Fidelity because I'm a true ape with diamond balls of steel. If you haven't switched to Fidelity, time to get that done. But anyway, back in June, I took a look at my Webull account, and my shares had been loaned out every single day in the month of May. They had been loaned out
every single day.
Every single day. They were getting loaned out and sold back and loaned out and sold back. Now, that action, and at the time, I only owned about 100 shares. I bought a lot more since then, but at the time, I only was holding 100 shares. My 100 shares, along with all of your shares, were getting bought and sold, and that's the reason that the MOASS didn't happen at the time that it was supposed to, and it's the reason that it's not happening today. So what you need to do is you need to go to your broker and let them know your shares. And through one way or another, what you're telling them is, hey, my shares are not available to be loaned out. I don't care if you're going to pay me a couple pennies to do it. I don't want the money. I don't want the. See, the way it works is your broker compensates you for loaning your shares. They'll take your 100 shares. They'll loan them to Citadel. Citadel sells them back, and then the broker gives you 8 cents as compensation for that, right? You need to go to your broker and tell them, hey, these are my shares. You're not loaning them out anymore. I don't want them going anywhere. Every broker has a different way to do this. There's a different process for every single. Webull's got their own. E-Trade's got their own. Fidelity even has a program like this. So if you're a good strong ape, like I know you guys are, you got your shares in Fidelity, and that's great. You need to make sure that you're not part of Fidelity's share lending program. So and what we're going to do, Apefather, are we going to be able to put the link to the post in the description with the instructions?
Yeah, apparently there's a Reddit post where a gentleman did his DD since January on this, and he constantly updates this, whenever he gets any type of new update. So what he does is gives you a step-by-step instruction on how to shut off the borrowing, and he does this on all the major platforms. Fidelity, Webull, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, and a few others. So we're going to put that link in the description of this video. Now, let me ask you a quick question, Lost Fan. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, because I've been doing some DD and reading myself, right? So one of the things that I was reading is when, let's say, here's an example. So let's say your shares have been lent out, right? Now, what happens is that if they're being attempted to be lent out again, but let's say there's no available shares because now all the apes are listening to us, right? And they're shutting off their borrowing. From what I understand, there has to be, at that point, they go back to Citadel, like the brokerage house, let's just call it Fidelity for argument's sake, and they demand the shares back because now they have to make up for it. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Well, I mean, it's simple supply and demand. What's going to happen is when the fewer shares that are available to be loaned out, it's going to drive the price up. Look. Shares are going to be looked at in the same way that anything else would be looked at on an open market. The less of it that's out there, the more that price is going to go up. So if we take our shares away from being able to be borrowed and being lent out to hedge funds, that's going to cause the share price to go up. Because remember, when they borrow them, they're selling them back that day. Because the hedge funds do a lot of that swing trade and day trade and nonsense that if you're a good, strong ape, like I know all of you guys out there, I know y'all are good, solid, strong apes, so you're not messing around with day trading and swing trading because that's nonsense. That's not this play. You want to day trade and swing trade, you can find yourself another company to do that with. Don't do it with your AMC shares. Anyway.
But let me tell you where I'm going with this. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've been trying for the past, as you know, you watch me. Lost Fan loves the Apefather. I love Lost Fan. He watches my channel. I want to create something that's called a forced margin call. Okay, and that's why the Apefather has been shoving it down your throat to go to Fidelity, because not only do I want to take away Citadel's payment for order flow, okay, I want all of our buy orders to go directly to the lit market. You follow me? Like, not to the market maker's hands, directly to the New York Stock Exchange. So what I feel is if we do what's called a combination, you understand, this is like an A-B combination play, okay? If we shut off the borrowing, you follow me, and they can't borrow our shares anymore, and apes all switch to Fidelity and start buying away using the Active Trader Pro. You have to use that app, Active Trader Pro. It's going to be, to me, what do you think? A right-left combination that's going to bring us to the MOASS. What do you think, Lost Fan?
Absolutely. And then when we get to that point, and honestly, like, look, the bottom line is we're not going to reach every ape with this message today, Father.
That's why we need you to share it. Say it. Tell these apes to share my video.
But that's the thing, is that we need to get this out here to enough apes, to enough people. We need enough people to see this and take this in. It doesn't take more than a couple of minutes of your time. Honestly, like, I was on Webull. I'm not anymore, but with my AMC shares, but I was. And I can tell you, with Webull, it takes 5 or 6 seconds to shut off borrowing. So if every ape would take these couple of really basic steps, we would be on Pluto right now. We would all be sipping champagne and sharing a plate of cannoli on the surface of Pluto together if we could just get the most of our ape family to get these simple things done. And I don't know why it's an issue. It's not like anything we're saying sounds like a bad idea. Like, what part of this do people hear it and think, oh, that doesn't sound right?
Let me tell you what it is, Lost Fan. Let me tell you what it is, okay? We have another struggle, Lost Fan. One of the struggles is that apes have a lot of apes. I'm not saying all apes, but there are a lot of apes that have no patience. You know the song, Axl Rose, like, all you need, he's a great singer too, Lost Fan. All you need is just a little patience. So what's happening is that they're swing trading AMC, They're day trading AMC, and in some cases now, they're doing the ultimate sin. They're selling their AMC to go into other plays like, the Shuba, Uno, CEI, all these crazy things. What's your thoughts on that?
My thought is that anybody who's selling AMC is making the biggest mistake of their lives, because even without the buy-in from these apes, look. All that we're trying to do with this directive about stopping the lending, switching to Fidelity, no more payment for order flow, all we're trying to do is make MOASS come a little sooner. But make no mistake, MOASS is coming. It is inevitable. It cannot be helped. Those synthetic shares are an artificial floor that is holding Citadel up right now, and it will collapse eventually. So if you are an ape and you are considering getting out of AMC for reasons of maybe you think you'll get a better play elsewhere, let me tell you where you're going to be. Let me tell you where you're going to be in a little while from now when MOASS happens. You're going to feel like that fool that had a chance to buy Microsoft stock back in 1977 for 2 cents a share and didn't do it because he wasn't sure about it. You know how stupid that guy feels looking back today? That's going to be you. If you sell your AMC for any reason look, I'm not going to look, I'm a family man. Apefather, I know you are too. If an ape's in a spot and they need to keep the lights on or put food on the table for their kids, I get it.
That's different though. But that's not what I'm saying. Let me once again, because the Apefather gets a lot of hate, right? And I really feel I should be called the Love Father. They call me the Apefather. Okay, listen to me. If you have an emergency situation, that's why the Apefather started that GoFundMe page, Lost Fed. You know what I mean? I wanted to help my ape brothers and my ape sisters. I sent money to, C. Diddy. His house burnt down. His mother passed away. He had a pregnant wife. I sent him money. I helped him. I had, John Lennon was telling me he's strong ape and he's doing better now. God bless him. He was sleeping in his car because he couldn't afford a hotel room. I mean, these were people I was helping. And of course I got heat for it, oh, you're the scam father. I didn't keep $1. Everything went to apes in need. I printed out 100 t-shirts. I sent it out to my ape brothers and sisters. And this is what we're just trying to do. You know what me and Lost Fan are trying to do? Help our family. That's what we're doing. And you're going to get people that are going to hate on us. Listen, let me say this. I want you to make money. I keep saying this in every video. If times are tough for you right now and you want to, swing trade and you want to day trade stocks, just not AMC, right?
Yeah.
Like, in other words, I'm not telling Lost Fan. I'm not telling them to not. See, they're trying to make me sound like, I'm a hypocrite. They're like, 1 minute Apefather, you're saying AMC is the only play. And then the next minute you're saying that we can make money. No, let me be clear. If times are tough, I know all you're doing right now, you're holding with diamond balls of steel with AMC. Okay, I get it. I mean, you're buying when you can. If you want to day trade and swing trade and you have a couple of extra bucks where you're not selling your AMC, that's fine. Just don't sell your AMC. That's all I'm saying.
Look, there will come a time when it's time to sell AMC, and you will know because we will be looking back at planet Earth from the surface of Pluto. When that day comes, feel free to start selling your AMC. But until then, I'm telling you, you will regret it. You will, all those people that are kicking themselves over the woulda, coulda, shoulda. That if you sell AMC today, that is going to be you. You're going to be looking at all of us partying at the Ape Mansion, right? And you're going to be thinking, man, that could have been me. I could have been, and it's not just about the money. You could have been changing the world for the better. Look, I'm all about getting money too. That's a big part of why I'm doing this. But there's so much more to it than that. We're going to make things better for everybody. The world is going to be a better place. We can fund charities. We can start charities. We can help the needy. We can turn things around. We can do away with so much needless suffering and inequality. No matter where you come from, no matter who you are, no matter what you have seen, things in your life that you could have made better if you just had a little bit of money to spend on the problem. And this is what this opportunity is going to be for you. This is the chance you have in front of you right now. If you get rid of your AMC, if you sell it to go buy into something else, you are not just giving up on a chance to make life-changing wealth for yourself, but you are giving up on a chance to change someone else's life for the better too.
Right. You can't be selfish. That's why I always say we're a family. We're a movement. I always say this, apes together strong. And that's why the Apefather gets furious when other AMC YouTubers say that we're not a movement. It's like, and then, I hear it from other apes. They're like, man, I'm in this for my own tendies, man. I'm not in this for you. Listen, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's never going to come again. Trust me. After this is over, you will never have an opportunity like this again. The SEC will never let this happen again. It's never going to happen.
No.
So that's why you really have to think of this as a movement, and you have to think of this as a family. Apes together strong.
Listen, hedge funds are the bad guys, in my opinion, because they're the only business out there whose only game is to see other companies fail. Their only way of making money is when people get laid off, when companies go out of business, when companies tank, when stores close, when people get laid off, when people get unemployed. That's what makes Ken Griffin smile. When you see a guy like that, I don't know how you can look at that and call that anything but un-American, uncompetitive. It is all around bad, and that's